Somebody's watching me. It's my anxiety. My anxiety. It's my anxiety. Woo!
That was cute.
I don't know how you make that. How do you make that sound? I don't know how to do that. That was definitely not it. But before, okay, that was better. That was better. But it's the beginning has to be a little bit more forceful. Does that make sense?
I don't have that. I don't have that range. I'm not Doechii, but she's the GOAT.
That's Doechii?
So. Yes, it's Doechii.
Love that for her.
Did you not realize anxiety was
literally am
Doechii?
not a rap girly. Why would I know that? I banged my malleolus.
Rap.
I'm not. I don't know. I banged my malleolus today. Leave me alone.
Are you okay, girl?
Yes, I'm fine. But before we get started today, I would just like to acknowledge my co-host here because they have been very flexible with me in this past week or so. Because last week I was out of town. I was out of the country actually because I got money, bitches. Y'all broke, including my co-host. My co-host is broke. I was out of the country all last. I was out of the country all last week. And it started on Saturday. So we had to, do a quick recording last week. And then this week's recording had to get, the goal is to always do Friday, but niggas never do what they say they go do. So we never actually do it on Friday. It's always like a Saturday or Sunday. But Sunday didn't work out. Monday didn't work out because I forgot we were supposed to record. And now it's Tuesday and we're recording, y'all. And, I got my shit together. So I just would like to acknowledge my co-hosts. Let's give them a round of applause.
That's choppy ass.
It's not choppy. What do you mean? What?
It's gonna be thank you. Well, thank you. I just want to say thank you, but I also want to preface. What? Y'all notice how even when she was trying to praise me, she still let the devil seep out through her jowls.
My jowls?
Yes.
My jowls?
And tried to say that I was broke, and I just stayed quiet. I just let her talk. I just let her speak.
I wasn't. I didn't. Did I lie? What did Nikki say? But did I lie?
Well, bitch, you're broke too. So now
I
what?
literally. Okay, this is my thing. Who was out of the country? Who was in the country? Like, come on now. It's so funny. I say I'm not.
I saw your post on TikTok because it was cute. It was really cute. I was honestly jealous.
Thank you.
Well, I guess this is our check-in for a little bit. Well, you had a good weekend or a good week last week, which I'm very happy that you went out there and did your big one.
Thank you.
You looked like you had fun.
I did.
You looked great. Your outfit's 8. Just want to tell you that now.
Thank you so much.
They were cute.
My scrubs and
I'm talking about the other outfits.
My scrubs and my little house on the prairie dresses. Thank you so much.
Yo, boo
I look fucking awful.
No, you look good. Okay. Why'd you post them if you thought you looked awful? Okay. Now what? Yeah, that's what the fuck I thought, bitch. So I'm glad you did anything else happen? I know you're on spring break right now.
Yeah, I'm just spring break. Any kind of break, especially shorter breaks are always stressful because I have to work as much as I can because not only did I buy Beyonce tickets, I spent money when I was abroad, so I have to make all that money back. It's really just Beyonce tickets. But so I got to make all that money back. So I'm working 4 days and my mom was annoyed by it because she's like, when are you going to hang out with me? You never hang out with me. And my dad wants to go visit his other child who lives in a different state. So we're going to drive up there this weekend. And that also upsets my mom. And I'm just like, I'm just like, ma'am, I have people outside of you that I have to do stuff for myself, for one. And I have people outside of you.
Is this the one that lives in Louisiana or Indiana?
Louisiana is crazy because nobody lives in either of those states. My sister lives in... my sister lives in Nashville. Because she goes to...
Do y'all not know what planes are?
If you go pay for the plane ticket, we'll get on a plane.
No, but your daddy will.
If you think my daddy will pay for a plane ticket, you don't know my dad.
I don't know your daddy, but I know black men in general.
You think
black
they're gonna pay for
are
planes?
terrified of a plane. No, black men are terrified of planes.
Terrified
and you know what?
Price.
They had it right. They had it right the first time because the planes are dropping like flies.
They are.
Bitch, I feel like we're on a season of Yellow Jackets. How many planes have been falling out the motherfucking sky?
But everyone's dying though.
They've been flying over the wilderness.
Everyone's dying now.
I know. It's a shame. It's a tragedy. It really is. I shouldn't be joking about this. At work, actually, at work, my coworker was reading a news article about a child that died.
Oh my God. Why are we laughing?
A child that died because they got crushed under 350 pounds of ass.
Wait, no. I actually heard about that. I read about it. That woman needs to go to hell. That woman needs to be thrown under the jail.
Wait, did she like sit on the child?
She sat on him. Okay, so she's a foster mother, and she'd been fostering him for like a week max, I think, and he was acting up. So she sat on him, and she thought he was just complaining, like, and just being a brat, I guess, while he was under there like screaming and shit. And then like when she realized his eyes were, I don't know what made, I want to say she realized his eyes were like pale or something, but I feel like that would make sense because what really made me go, oh, she needs to be put under the jail is she sat on his head. So if you sitting on his head, you can't see his eyes. So maybe he stopped screaming or what. And then when she realized, she starts like screaming and panicking, telling one of her 3 other foster kids to call the police. And apparently she was actually like very distraught about it. But like, I don't care. You sat on his head.
Why the fuck did you sit on a child?
You shouldn't be. As a girl, as a big girly girl who has sat on people before, you know, you do this thing where you don't like put your full weight on them. Granted, I've never sat on someone as a punishment. That's weird. But like you don't put your full weight on them. They're like in their front yard and she's completely sitting on this boy.
Oh my, is there a video or something?
Technically yes, because they looked at the footage from her cameras. I don't know if that footage has been released to the public, but I know the police looked at the footage. That's how they know she was so distraught.
Damn.
So like, I don't know.
That's fucked
up. Yeah, it is.
That's actually fucked up.
You need to go.
I feel bad for laughing.
You should. I mean, a child died, so you shouldn't even need all of that info.
Okay, but it was the way she worded it. It was like got crushed by 350 pounds. Somebody sat on them.
Jesus Christ.
It's so bad that I'm laughing about it, but like when you word it like that, I just can't think. I can't do anything else but laugh.
Yeah, I don't know why she sat on that kid. Like, you know how.
Yeah,
honestly, even if you're not 350 pounds, you shouldn't be sitting on a kid for punishment.
Like just to sit on a child to like incapacitate them because they're moving around. That is not the way to go.
It's insane.
It's crazy. I think that's probably. Do you think that's worse than whipping your kids?
Sitting on them?
Yes.
I feel like if it doesn't result in death, no. Well, actually, you know what? Okay, they're both wrong. I want that to be explicitly stated. Both of these things are wrong.
They're both very wrong.
But only one of them, the whooping is the only thing that will cause like, both physical and emotional harm. The sitting is just emotional harm unless you kill them. And they're dead.
That is true. Okay, fair. I guess my week has been ass because I didn't go out of the country. You and my mother were actually out of the country in the same week. She was in Puerto Rico and you were in the Dominican Republic.
Oh, she's back?
Yeah, she's back. She came back on Sunday.
Ooh, she's returned.
And I also want to say this because it was going to be my shade session, but I have something different that's going to take a longer time to explain. So we're going to do that instead. But I'm going to say this. Last week, I watched Emilia Perez because I just wanted to get the hype. Like, it won Best Supporting Actress and Best Original Song. So what won was El Mal, which, if you watch the movie, it's the song where Zoe Saldana is
singing about getting a 6-inch operation.
No, it's not. It's not that one. It's about how Zoe Saldana's singing about how rich people are bad and immoral. Crazy. But who's also a rich person? Ooh. You, bitch.
Like it.
Anything would have been better than that.
Yeah.
Anything. I think Elton John lost against her.
Elton John is crazy.
Yeah.
Apparently my coworker said Elton John called Tina Turner a bitch.
I wish Tina Turner beat that ass. I don't know. What the fuck? Anyway, Bella, sweetheart, everyone say hi.
No one say
Bella,
hi.
But sweetheart, back the fuck up. But Emilia Perez was awful. One of the worst movies I've ever seen in my whole entire life.
And he's seen Acrimony by Tyler Perry, guys.
Yeah, it was worse than Acrimony, which is really hard to fucking do.
Okay, like
at first it started off as like, you know, Acrimony adjacent, and then we got to the end of it and I was like, oh, this is worse than Acrimony.
So I need to explain to y'all, because sometimes we really be on the same wavelength, and it's so insane to me. Because Deshaun sent me a voice note about how bad this movie was, and then Deshaun goes, "This is the worst movie I've ever seen." And I was literally typing worse than Acrimony, and before I could even press send, they go, "Worse than fucking Acrimony, bitch." I'm just like, wait!
And that is so hard to do. Acrimony is the worst movie I have ever seen in my whole entire life. But then I watched Emilia Perez. How the fuck do y'all do that? Emilia Perez, the music is awful. I think the only song that I liked was the first song, and then from then on, it just got worse.
You can't have people who can't sing singing in a musical.
None of them can sing. All their voices were AI enhanced. And on top of that, I don't want to say none of them could sing because Selena Gomez was on that cast, and the only song she had was "Ass." And I refuse to believe that Selena Gomez made I refuse to believe that Selena Gomez made that bad of a song. Like, she doesn't have great music, don't get me wrong. But
excuse me.
Ass, like, it was terrible. Well, I like her music. I'm not saying I don't like her music. I'm just saying she's not breaking the fucking mold.
As someone
like,
whose first MP3, I only had one MP3 player. As someone whose MP3 player was nothing but early Selena Gomez, like, I need y'all to get off her neck. Naturally, a hit. A Year Without
Rain, can sing.
A bop, like, hit after hit.
She can sing. It's just in that movie, it was not given.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that.
I know it's not her fault. And also, everyone was reading her for her Spanish, and I was like, it can't be that bad. It was bad. The Spanish was bad.
No, I remember a well-known male Hispanic actor was like, "Girl, your Spanish is terrible and you should be ashamed of yourself," or something like that. And then she was like, "I was only given such and such time." Like, I believe she also said that she didn't grow up speaking, like, she didn't actually know Spanish, and she was given like a small amount of time to like learn it for the script or something like that. And then like people bullied him and made him apologize. And I was like, wait, this is a valid criticism. Why are you apologizing? But
yeah, I'm not. Yeah, that was just in general. The movie was bad. The music was absolutely worse. Whatever Zoe said at the Oscars.
Mommy!
And then she went behind stage and she was like, "I'm sorry that you guys feel that way. I'm sorry that you guys feel that this movie was insensitive and detrimental to the Mexican diaspora, but I thought it was a beautiful film and I got an Oscar for it, so fuck you bitches."
I'm so confused because I thought it was about, like, when I first heard about it, I thought this movie was about highlighting the trafficking of like either women or kids in Mexico. I thought it was about that, and then and then you said what you said. And I'm like, wait, is it not about the trafficking?
So there is a part in the movie that Emilia Perez and Zoe Saldana's character are tracking down missing people, but they all end up being dead.
Oh.
And they don't like unearth this like underground traffic ring of women and children. They just all end up being dead. And most of the movie, Mexico is the cartel and a street market. That's it.
Mm.
That's it. That's literally all they show. That's all they show. They don't show anything else. Yeah, fuck them.
Hello, very nice to meet you. I'd like to know about sex change operation. I see.
So today we decided to take another break from our regularly scheduled programming, and we're gonna do another "Am I the Asshole" episode. And I think you should start because I feel like yours might be better than mine.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Let me cue him up, y'all. Let me cue him up. Exchange operation. Okay.
Penis to vagina.
I was, y'all, when we were in this other, so I went there with my school, right? We were working with a mission, and a woman from the mission was giving, explaining to us the mission, right? And she said some the operation, and my mind just went, exchange operation. And for the rest of her speech, like she's talking about people dying, she's talking about people being dirt poor. And the rest of her speech, all my mind is going, exchange operation. Penis to vagina.
My new vocal skin is penis to vagina, and nobody can fight me. That is the best thing to come out the movie. Is penis to vagina.
Why would you say that? Who wrote that? Oh my god, AI wrote it. Okay, guys, let's get into this. Are we ready?
Yes.
Am I the asshole for not giving my coworker a ride after he didn't spot me $1 at the vending machine? I usually give my coworker a ride on the way back from work, usually driving 5 miles out of my way per day to drop him off at his place because he doesn't have a car. I've been doing that for about 2 years now and haven't asked for anything, and he has never offered. Yesterday, I was at the vending machine and wanted a soda. I was short $1 and had left my wallet in my car. I would usually go get my wallet, but it takes forever to wait for the elevators at my workplace. So I asked if he could spot me $1 for the soda. Ooh, excuse me. He straight up refused and said, just use your own money, man. I don't really give money to friends or coworkers. Sorry. I was taken aback by that comment because I've probably spent well over $1,500 in gas over the past 2 years for this guy. And he can't even spot me $1 just this once. I got pretty upset by that. And once they hit 5, I told him I'm not giving him free rides anymore. He seemed upset and said I was petty. Am I the asshole?
No, you are not the asshole in this situation. So I missed this part, but he's been giving him rides for 2 years. Yes. No gas money. And how far? Like, he's completely out of his way, right?
Yeah, he said 5 miles out of his way.
Yeah, girl, you're nicer than me because when I drove home and people needed a ride, I'd be like, which way are you again? Oh, I'm the opposite way from you. Oh, yeah, no, I can't take you. I'm so sorry.
I always have been the person that's like, if you need a ride at work, I will give it to you. Like, if it's feasible, like if you live an hour away, you live 30 minutes away and I'm 30 minutes in the opposite direction and you have there's another way you can get home, I'm probably not going to do it. But like, if it's feasible, I will give you that ride home. 2 years though, every single day.
I'm expecting some type of gas money.
Like, and nothing.
I'm expecting some type of gas money.
There has to be something. There just has to be some kind of quid pro quo. Scratch my back and I scratch yours. But for him to say, this is what gets me. Just use your own money, man. I don't really give money to friends or coworkers. Sorry. He's not calling you his friend.
Use your own car.
You're his.
Fuck. Use your own car. Oh wait, you don't have one. Okay, then use the bus stop. Oh wait, you don't have a bus card. Now what? Oh, I'm the bad guy now because I said no.
No, because like that's actually insane. Like $1?
What?
4 quarters? You couldn't give.
I was expecting him to say, "Oh, sorry, bro, I don't got it today," or like, "I don't have any cash on me." That's what I was expecting. For him to go out of his way and boldface say, "I don't give money to coworkers or friends." Nigga, you don't have any money to give anybody. That's the problem. You could have just said you were broke and you would have gotten a ride.
Literally, like, why not just say I don't have it on me right now?
You didn't have to stunt.
Like,
you didn't have to stunt and say, oh, I don't give money to people. No, bitch, you don't have money to give to people. That's the statement you should have said. And then you would have had your ass a ride. Now you have to walk and look stupid.
Oh my goodness.
And now you have to pay $2.75 to take the motherfucking bus and $3 to take the goddamn train. Now what?
Idiot, man. Just people be messing up. People really be blocking their own blessings. Because why would you say that to the dude that gives you a ride every day?
A free ride.
A free ride. You know,
actually, the last time I gave somebody a ride, I was working at Nothing But Cakes, and it was this little white boy, and we'll call him Jason. Mm-hmm. And Jason was known to be a asshole per se, a terrible person, if you will. But you know, he liked me because I wasn't rocking any boats at work. I just went in, worked, left. And when he asked me for a ride, I was like, fine, sure, I guess. Because he was like towards the way I was going. So I'm driving. He's like, oh, can we stop somewhere? I was like, yeah, sure. Mind you, at this point, we're like, I think 17, 16. I think that's when I got the job at Nothing But Cakes. So I'm driving. He's like, oh, can you stop over here real quick? I'm like, yeah, sure. I'll look and see what it is. It's a vape shop.
Oh.
It's a smoke shop. I said, and he was like, oh, no, it's fine. They don't call it here. And I was like, okay, fine. And then like he comes out with his shit and I'm like, this really could have gone like the worst possible way.
Mm-hmm.
I think this honestly could have gone the worst possible way, because what if a cop rolled by? What if they carded this time?
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm an accomplice.
Exactly.
Now I look stupid.
But also, why you ask me to run errands for you? I'm just giving you a ride home.
Bitch. Exactly. So I dropped him off and he never asked me again. I'm so happy. I'm so happy he never asked me again. But yeah, you're not the asshole. I
hope you never give him a ride ever again.
Fucking fifth. Yeah. I hope he never asks you again and he finds a goddamn venture card to take. Goddamn. Public transit exists, bitch. Okay, I'll do the short one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Would I be the asshole if I told my husband he is bathing wrong? Okay. I, 31 female, and my husband, 31 male, have been together for a total of 2 years, but known each other for about 20. He has been complaining that his side of the bed smells and his towel smells. I am very diligent on changing the sheets every 2 weeks, if not every month, and wash towels diligently as well. He doesn't use any loofah or washcloth to bathe, just his hands with a bar soap. Mm. I have been told that could be why, when he sweats, he doesn't smell great. I'm trying to figure out how to say it nicely without being mean, because I know it could hurt his self-esteem. Would I be an a-hole if I gave him a loofah or something and say it's because you don't use that kind of stuff is why you stink, or am I wrong altogether? Side note, with people saying change sheets more frequently, I try. I have a disability that makes doing that a little difficult, so I need help. And I tend to nag when I need to do it. Okay, you're not the asshole.
Yeah, immediately off rip, you're not. You need to tell that man he stinks and he needs to learn how to bathe.
He's grown. He's 31. He needs to know how to bathe.
Actually,
I remember this being discourse. What?
I was gonna say, if the smell don't bother her, I would just say, babe, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the issue is. Because if you want to be funky, live in your funkiness. Because you should know how to bathe. You've seen her. Something tells me he's seen her bathe. He should know how to bathe. Because I'm trying to imagine.
But I think it's annoying her. That's why she wants to say something.
I found his complaining is annoying her, but I don't think his smell is annoying her. I would just be like, babe, I don't know.
She'll say something.
I'd say, I don't know.
I would tell it's because you don't wash your goddamn balls with a motherfucking washcloth. That's why we keep smelling tuna fish every time you walk.
Do you think it's soap on his body, or is it rub-a-dub-dub in his hands and then he lathers up with his hands?
I think it's soap on his hands and then he lathers up. because that's how white people wash sometimes. Do you remember the discourse on TikTok, like, I want to say 2 years ago, where these two white people on a podcast were like, if you use washcloths, you're poor.
Mm-hmm.
I think that might have been 2019, maybe. They were like, yeah, if you use washcloths, you're poor. I don't use washcloths. What's the point of using washcloths? You just have to wash them all the time. One, how does using washcloths make you poor when you have to buy washcloths in order to use them? And two, I just know the back of your ears smell like fucking shit.
No, okay. I'm trying to think this out logistically. And though I will say a loofah more so than a washcloth, but a loofah and a washcloth allows you to get that good scrub. You know, sometimes not necessarily in the sense that you're just so dirty, you got all this grime on you, but it allows you to get it in there, in your pores or whatever it's called. I don't know. It allows you to get it in there. But I feel like if you're using your hands and if you have adequate soap, you wouldn't get the same scrub, but you should get clean from that.
A little bit. So what I don't understand is, why do you still stink?
Yeah.
But some people, you know what? I feel like she's leaving out crucial information. Like, how many times does he shower in a week? Because I remember this is also a conversation on social media. How many times do white people shower in a week? And motherfuckers was saying 2 to 3 times a week.
You should bathe daily.
Daily. I don't give a fuck how big or how gigantic your water bill is, bitch. Daily. Water should be hitting that goddamn skin. Water and soap should be hitting that goddamn dry, brittle, white skin of yours. Because I do not want to smell mildew and wet dog every single time you walk outside.
The wet dog is unavoidable.
A week ago, it was raining outside. And I went to work and I could smell nothing but wet dog.
I promise you,
I smell nothing.
They could bathe
but
5 times a day and that's still gonna be what the smell is. It's just, I don't know what.
I didn't see a dog in sight. There was no dog in motherfucking sight. And I still smelled Fido down the goddamn street. You're nasty. Wash the back of your damn ears.
That's not what that's about. I don't think that's why.
Yes,
I don't think that's why. I don't know what it is, but I don't think that's not that. I think that's something else.
Y'all just pick this shit up from your goddamn ancestors, because your ancestors looking weird when the Indians and the Africans were bathing in lavender and tea tree oil, and y'all over here like, that's so grotesque. Why are you adding scent to your body? Because we don't want to smell like you nasty, dirty motherfuckers over there in Europe. Every single time our ship passes the coastline on Europe, we can smell you from our goddamn ships. So yes, we bathe in fucking lavender and tea tree motherfucking oil. Fight me, ho.
Sometimes I think about, like, how bad did it used to smell back then? Because I know they smelled god awful. And then they would do things like have sex and have 10 kids and not bathe. I'm like, y'all smell awful. I know y'all. It's how I imagine the apocalypse would smell. You ain't bathing for weeks, months, years.
Don't even talk. Like, that's my biggest fear, is when the apocalypse happens, because it's very close, mind you. When it happens, we won't be able to bathe.
It doesn't matter.
And we just gonna die. We're gonna be sending each other's in each other's funk.
One, I'm gonna die, but even if I didn't die, I always wonder, will you eventually go nose blind, like, for life? Like, unless we meet somebody new who has just like their own rancid smell, I think you would have, like, to survive, you would just have
like The Last of Us, right? They have to stink. If you don't live in like a little village area that has its own energy and water source and all that shit, y'all gotta stink.
Pedro probably smells terrible, but I'd still get with him.
I still fuck the shit out of him, period.
Oh my God.
I guess on to the next, because I could go on a tirade about how white people just don't know how to wash their bodies.
But no,
I just don't understand.
There's something when I was in
college in the dorm, I would see motherfuckers walking out the bathrooms barefoot. no shoes on, no nothing, just in their towel.
I can't get in
And
those
when I would go into the shower,
barefoot.
I would see barefoots.
Oh God!
I would see bare feet when I was in the shower, and I would just, I would very loudly groan because why the fuck am I looking at the soles of your goddamn feet and they're still black and you're in the shower?
God. I would just give. I wouldn't shower if I had to be barefoot. I don't trust that shower. Right. I can't do that.
I don't trust that either. No, that's disgusting.
Bathing is essential.
Sorry, you can go ahead.
But
you can go ahead.
No, you good. I'm gonna say this. I have heard that bathing, the cleanliness is next to godliness type thing. I've heard that that's very big in like people of color families, and now I wonder maybe that's not very big in white families. And granted, where it comes from, I couldn't tell you. It's probably connected to slavery. But I wonder if that's not like a big thing in black and white families, and maybe that's partially why they do have bath day instead of bathing every day, and they don't wash properly. But anyways, everybody asshole for refusing a Christian wedding ceremony. I, 26, got engaged a couple of months ago, and we are in the early stages of wedding planning. I'm an atheist. My parents saw religion as a personal choice, and it was never pushed onto me. After learning about different religions, I came to the decision I am an atheist in my teens. My fiance Marcus was raised Christian, Jesus, and has a lot of family who are deeply religious and whose faith is insignificant to them. Marcus himself is also an atheist. He explains that he realized he was only practicing because of his extremely religious grandparents and not because he believed in God himself. Because we are both atheists, having a Christian ceremony wasn't even something either of us ever considered. We want one of our friends to marry us and to have the wedding somewhere outside. Well, his grandparents found out we are not having a Christian ceremony, and they have made it clear to him they are devastated that we won't have a Christian ceremony, especially knowing how important their faith is to them and most of his family. They are trying to get us to agree to have a Christian ceremony for their sake. Since neither of us are religious and we both know how important this is for them, Marcus and I agree we don't want a religious ceremony. But his grandparents' insistence is getting to Marcus since he has always been extremely close to them. I also hate the idea that this can affect my relationship with my in-laws. And there was another one, but I can't, there was an edit, but I guess I didn't screenshot the edit. But anyways, no, she's not the asshole. His grandparents are in fact the asshole. And if Marcus breaks down and is like, I want a Christian ceremony, girl, we ain't getting married.
Right. Simply.
Pretty much.
That's just, is there an update or anything? Oh wait, no, I forgot you just screenshot.
Yeah, there was one, but I guess I forgot to screenshot it because she edited it.
Well, no, you're not the asshole, and I just send them the invite. If they don't show up, then that's not your motherfucking problem.
Pretty much.
Yeah, simply.
Great. It's interesting because they say that you should marry somebody who believes, religiously believes the same thing that you do to avoid shit like this. And she found a fellow atheist, and she still got to go through this.
Yep. She still got to go through this because old people just don't want to shut the fuck up.
No, really. Jesus Christ.
Well, I just think that you guys should have a traditional wedding. Well, Susan, I actually love my husband, and I wasn't coerced at the prime age of 13 to marry my 25-year-old husband.
Jesus Christ.
So I think I'm actually good on your advice. I think I'm really good on your advice. Thank you so much, Sally. Thank you so much, Susan. But no, I don't want your advice because your advice led you to a marriage that you don't want to be in.
Okay.
And you think about killing your husband every single day that you lay next to him.
There are some people that think that's normal. Michelle Obama said she hated Barack for 10 years.
I'm pretty sure my grandma thinks like that, and that scares me. Terrible.
I don't think my grandmother, granted, one side, my granddad did cheat on her on one side, but she was very much one of those. She went to the mistress's house and threw a brick through her window, I think.
Period.
And she was like, leave my man alone.
But you should have also went to the man and then beat his ass too.
Yeah, but they had, I don't know anything about their relationship, but he was distraught when she died. I think they had a very I think they actually loved each other. They raised a bunch of kids together. He very much provided for her at all times that I know about. And the other grandparents, they did have some rough patches, but that was because of life, that I know of. The ones that I know about at least was because of life stuff. Like they lost a kid and like somebody's parent died. Like it wasn't my husband's beating on me, you know.
Right.
So like, and you could see the love in their interactions with both couples. So I can't imagine like genuinely hating your spouse.
Like, it's just the religion in general. I just think it's so funny how religious motherfuckers are the only people that are trying to indoctrinate other people, yet they keep ragging on how gay people are trying to indoctrinate children. Mm-hmm. When y'all are actively indoctrinating your own children. Mm-hmm.
Well, if it's done to me and I do it to you, it's normal. But if it wasn't done to me and you try to do it to me, well, I guess you're not even really trying because gay people really be minding their own business. But
gay people mind their own business. I would like to believe, you know. I know a few gay people that are constantly in other people's business, but those are just the outliers.
Not the outliers.
But no, you're not the asshole. You're actually a decent person that, if it comes down to it, should leave your husband or your fiance. Bella, get away from this motherfucking court before I beat your ass.
I have a question for you as you're threatening your feline. Would you, in terms of like, do you have, I guess, a religious requirement when it comes to marriage?
No, I don't. But if they get to the point where they are constantly asking me to go to church, no. Mm-hmm. Luckily, I don't have to worry about that shit. But if I were to date like a religious person and they try to make me religious, I'd be like, I'm so sorry, but you have to fight through years of religious trauma in order to even get me to step into a church willingly, and you're not my mother.
Okay.
Is the only person that will ever make me go to church, like, I'll feel bad if I don't, is my mom. Because she's a Bible thumper till the day she died.
No, for real.
It just is what it is. And if she want me to go to church and that's the only way to make her happy, I'm going to do it because that's my mama. But a random nigga on the street, never. You're out of your mind. You're out of your fucking mind.
You're funny. Please, not a random nigga on the street.
What about you? What's your...
This is actually something I think about a bunch because when I was younger, I remember having a conversation with my mom and her friend, her bestie, and they were talking about how, like, if you are different religions, you just can't mesh. Like, it's not possible. And I think there's something in the Bible about it or something, because I feel like they said that too. But I've always I don't know. Like, I don't require you to believe what I believe, but I do require like the same thing, that you don't try to make me believe what you believe. And also in the way you practice your religion, it actually has to be genuine. Like if I see some fake BS, I'm not going to like, you're just going to irritate me as a human being. And then we're going to have to go our separate ways. But then my thing is, if I end up with somebody who is very religious, and then what if they want to raise our children in like their very religious lifestyle? Like, I don't know if I would be for that. Like, I feel personally fine introducing the kid to stuff, because like the kid ultimately should make their own decision. But like being like, you're going to Sunday school every Sunday, you're doing this, I'm like, oh, that's a little bit much. Bless you.
Thank you. That's when it gets into April Kepner and
oh my god,
Avery.
I hate
Avery territory
so
where they like could not, and like they literally could not come to a conclusion or like respect each other's religious boundaries. Like April was just like gung ho about Avery being fucking religious for whatever fucking reason, and then when it came to their kid, that I literally don't know. I wouldn't know what to do. I would not know what to do, because if they are constantly like, oh, I'm going to teach my kid this, I'm going to teach my kid that, and I am actively saying fucking no, because it's a child, like they are impressionable and you could literally ruin their fucking life. No. You're not touching my kid with a 10-foot motherfucking pole.
Avery and Jackson never should have touched each other with a 10-foot pole.
Right. But if you give the kid an option and they say, yeah, sure, like, that's fine. I'll go to church with you just to see how it is. And if they don't like it, then fine. If they do like it, then cool. Then that's whatever. Give the child a choice when it comes down to it. Because you taking my child to church at 3, that won't happen. Mm-hmm. I'm so sorry, that will not fucking happen. 9 or 10, sure. Like, if you like it, I love it. Go ahead, do what you need to do. But 3, 4, 5, no, that won't happen.
I agree.
Because I don't want them going to their school talking about you're going to hell because you're black.
That's
the Lord said that the demon is dark and twisted and you're dark. So that means you're going to hell.
That's actually insane.
And you know some bitches will say it.
No,
April Kuffner's child would say
probably. It. Then April would be so shocked.
Definitely.
She'd be like, I
she'd
don't
be like,
know.
oh my God, I dated a black man. I literally married a black man, and her dad is black. I do not know why she said that.
April would still be that person. Like, I can't be racist. I'm with a black man.
I cannot be racist. My ex-husband is black.
Literally hate her.
Who's your husband now?
She did not deserve that beautiful
a religious white man. Oh wait, no. Did they end up getting together?
They got back together.
Avery and
April and Matthew got back together. And they were together when she left the show. But then we see Jackson go visit April when I don't know why he was leaving, but when his character was on his way out, he went to visit April. And I think he tried to get back with her when he visited her. And I don't know how it turned out because I stopped watching the show.
I don't think they ended up together. No, they didn't.
I hope not. They're fucking awful.
Yeah, they were fucking awful together. But yeah, that you're not the asshole. Sorry, that just took a weird turn.
You're definitely not. Be prepared to leave that man if need be.
Let me find my next one. Hold up.
Imagine having an in-law that makes your wedding about them. Like, girl, kill yourself.
Am I the asshole for not caring about my roommate's illness and expecting her to be more tidy? I've lived with my roommate for over 8 months now. Her low-key helicopter mom told me beforehand that because of her illness, she let her be a little spoiled and would just clean up after her and ask for me to be patient with her lack of cleanliness and wake her up every day. Now that I think about it, I don't know why would I agree to that, but I was like, kind of a weird thing to ask me, but sure, I guess. And I didn't think it was going to be an issue until I actually saw it. She would do the dishes, clean up. She wouldn't do the dishes, clean up after herself, flush the toilet, or basically any shared housework. Yes. Or basically any shared housework unless I specifically reminded her. And she had a weird habit of throwing food down the sink and it would start smelling really bad.
Oh my God.
I waited for her to clean up. She would also have a terrible table manners and would leave food directly on the couch and stain it and leave it as it is.
What?
Which was pretty damn difficult to get off since the couch was made of fabric. But whenever I pointed out, at first she said she'll stop, but the next day I find her doing the same thing. Now my own parents were aware of all that. And first they were also pissed. God, people don't know how to type. But first they were also pissed. But lately they've been telling me that my roommate was just very ill and I should be patient.
What?
But honestly, I don't care. I don't think being ill justifies her making a mess around me and me having to be patient, waking her up every day and still cleaning up after her. By the way, for context, we're both uni students, but she barely attends any classes, so I'm not going to lie. After coming back from my classes to a mess and weird odors, it's not the best feeling out there, but I might be overreacting. Am I the asshole? No.
Wait,
not the
what's
asshole.
her illness?
It's like digestive problems, bladder problems.
What is your digestive issues and your bladder problems? How does that prevent you from leaving food on my couch to rot for days?
No, I don't think so. There's a lot of, I don't give a fuck about her illness. If I was in this situation, I would tell you either you clean up your fucking shit or you get the fuck out, or I'll clean up for you and all your shit will be out in the goddamn curb.
I would be like, I've talked to her enough. I'm going to talk to the RA now. Now we got to get more serious with this Because as someone who has dealt with people who do not clean up after themselves, why are you not cleaning up after yourself? It's so easy. What do you mean you're leaving turds floating in the
now
toilet?
That would piss me the absolute fuck off. If we shared a bathroom and I walked to the goddamn bathroom and there was shit and toilet paper and piss all over the seats, all in the motherfucker. And so one time, okay, I'm gonna flush it and just keep it pushing. But if I see it again, oh hell no.
Mm-hmm.
No, now it's a pattern. Now it's a motherfucking pattern. We're not playing that shit.
Her mother literally
I'll be like,
the
do you mind flushing the motherfucking toilet? Because I want to see your nasty shit every time I walk in there. I'm gonna be mean about it. Because why the fuck does my house smell like mildew? No.
What's with you and mildew?
Why does my couch
oh my goodness
have marinara stains on it? But I ate a salad. And you're nowhere to be found. Oh so that means you left this shit.
Where do you even go though? Like, imagine, honestly, part of me wonders what would happen if she didn't. Excuse me. Part of me wonders what would happen if she didn't clean up after her roommate. Like, what would the space look like?
Oh, it would look like shit.
But like, how bad does it have to get for her roommate to be like, I need to clean this up?
Right. And there are a lot of people that have like depressive disorders and their like room ends up being really fucking messy and then they end up cleaning it up. I won't lie. My room's messy right now.
Amen.
But I keep my mess in my room, in my area. Mm-hmm. So if y'all are sharing an area or y'all are sharing an apartment or whatever the fuck, and her mess starts to spew outside of her own area, that's not riding with me. Mm-hmm. That's not riding with me. I, back freshman year of college, lived with the motherfucker. Also, barely went to classes. But every time it's not like he was going out doing other shit. Every time I walk into the room, shirtless on his goddamn bed eating cheese balls. Ooh, so my room smelled like cheese balls 24 motherfucking 7. And my friend came into my room one time and it smelled like straight ass and cheese balls. And when I walked in my room, I grabbed my backpack and lit a candle and then left.
Not you a candle.
Because why the fuck do you have my room smelling like shit? Mm-hmm. Like, that's nasty as fuck.
I remember my room smelled like sex once. I was like, what is going on here?
Ooh.
Like, freshman year, it was 3 of us in there. And it smelled like bad, though. And I'm just like, what? And I remember, like, me and my friends had left our bags in my room and we were studying, like, in the main space or whatever of the dorm. And then we went back to get our bags. Like, one girl went back to get her bag. And she came back. She was like, y'all, it smells terrible in there. Like, I don't know what they're doing, but, like, it smells really bad. And I was like, there's no way. Then we each took a turn, like, going in there to, quote unquote, get our bag, but also, like, smell how bad it was.
Y'all are shady as fuck.
Oh, girl, what are you doing? What are you doing with this man? One of y'all need help, if not both of y'all. Because this is my thing.
Till the room stinks.
Everybody be saying that. But why is the room stinking? The room don't need a stink.
That means they had a marathon.
Like, what are y'all doing in there? On that twin XL?
If I walked in and it smelled like Badussi, I would be like, damn, you got your shit wrong, didn't you? I would have said that shit to her too.
We are marrying this. We don't do that. On that twin XL.
No.
And she was in her bed was like lifted to the max height. So she was very close to the ceiling, all the way up there. Girl, no.
My shit was lifted to the max height too. I loved it. And then the next year I immediately unlofted my shit because I was not dealing with that again.
Climbing up in it is terrible. But like being up there is nice.
Yeah, being up there is nice, but then when you have to climb down,
like, I hate it.
That was a
And if you like
struggle.
half asleep, like you gotta be alert to touch those.
One time I fell off the bed.
Oh.
I fell off the lofted bed. I literally fell all the way down. I said,
that
damn,
is so embarrassing.
That shit hurt. There was nobody in the room, thank God, but the people down below me definitely heard it.
That is so embarrassing.
It said,
your grown ass falling out of bed.
What were we even talking about? What was it was the bitch was nasty. No, you're not the asshole. You should tell her to get her lazy ass up because that's the fucking problem. It's not that goddamn illness because, okay, you gotta pee sometimes, you gotta shit sometimes, whatever the fuck. Flush your pee and shit, one, when you gotta do it, and two, knock on that hoe's door or stand up right next to her if you guys are in the same goddamn room and tell that bitch to get to scrubbing.
Yeah, she needs to. Honestly, I think we're past telling her we need to move out. Maybe not move out. We need to talk to the RA.
If you have an HR, not HR.
HR.
If you have an RA, if you have an RA, you two need to have a sit down with them
immediately.
And be like, she's dirty. I'm like, that's just that's the end all be all. She's dirty.
Anyways, okay, go. You ready for me to read the next one?
No, it's your turn. Yeah.
AITA for telling my dad that I hope my future husband never treats me the way he treats my mom. I haven't read this one like previously because I read some of it, but I didn't finish it, so we about to be shocked together. For context, my dad and I, 18F, have always been very close. We have a great relationship. He has always been an amazing father to me and my siblings. He is always supporting me and is there for me, which a lot of times my mom fails to do. My parents have been together for 20 plus years, and I've unfortunately been witness to so many arguments. Lately, as I've gotten older, I've noticed how weak their relationship is. I've seriously wondered if they hate each other several times. Even when they're on good terms, I can sense the weird tension between them. They just seem miserable together. The other day, as I was eating in the kitchen, they got into an argument while I was sitting directly between them. My dad was using typical manipulation tactics. Of course, my mom, saying things like, I'll just never ask you to do anything for me ever again. Simply because my mom was too busy to help him with something. He was obviously upset by his words, and it really started to upset me. I put myself into their argument, defending my mom, and at this point, my dad was furious at both of us. I wanted to get out of the house, so I was leaving. So as I was leaving, I told him that I hope my future marriage never turns out like theirs. And I looked at my dad and told him that he's made me question what I want out of a future husband because I can never be spoken to the way he speaks to my mom. After the words came out of my mouth, I regretted it, even though it was my honest truth. He just looked distraught. He's now giving me one-word answers anytime. Oh, hold on. It's a little long, so I got lost. He's now giving me one-word answers anytime I speak to him, which is unusual as we usually banter back and forth. I already apologized about what I said, but it seems like there is nothing else I can do. Okay. There, in terms of, is that something I support her saying 100%? However, if I were to like read this to my mom or something like that, they'd be like, that was disrespectful. That was uncalled for. So I understand how this is probably disrespectful, but also I rock with her for saying it because it's the truth.
Okay, so I have 2 points to make. One on a relationship side and another on a parent side. I'll do the relationship first because the parent one might be longer. So relationship. One, leave that man. He ain't shit. We already know this. But I think men do this thing where they are constantly trying to play the victim. Mm-hmm. And I don't like that in any argument where they'll be like, oh, well, I'll just shut the fuck up. Or, oh, I just won't ever try to help again. Mm-hmm. And like my parents are like, my dad and my stepdad are known for this. Like they do this shit all the time. I hear them do it all the fucking time. And it's annoying as fuck. They're simply asking you to either respect your boundary or do something that you have not been doing or fix something that you have been doing. And that is not them coming at your character. That's not them calling you a bad person or anything. That's just them expressing a concern that they have and they want your actions or reactions to change for the betterment of your relationship. And you have a problem with that. Mm-hmm. That doesn't sit right with me in any way, shape, or form. And you need to go to therapy because of it. But I know you whack bitches won't go to therapy because you hate getting help.
For real.
That's one. 2. Parents, y'all bitches need to get over this disrespect versus respect thing because y'all wouldn't know respect if it hit you in the motherfucking face. I'm so sorry, y'all wouldn't. It's just, and you know, some parents do, and some parents are good parents, but other parents just like, if you deem, so this used to happen to me a lot as a kid, and I know a lot of people can attest to this. When you were a child and you brought up a valid point, you would get called disrespectful for talking back. Like if my mom was like, you didn't wash the dishes. And then you look in the sink and there's a spoon in there. And you're like, I just washed the dishes like 5 minutes ago and you put that spoon in there. They'll be like, don't fucking talk back to me. Don't disrespect me. That's not me disrespecting you. That's me calling you out on your bullshit, but in the nicest way possible. Because I could have just said, you can wash your own dishes. I could have just said that. But guess what? I said, I just washed the dishes and you put that in the sink. That's me stating a fact. So that's not disrespectful. So I'm gonna need y'all to get this whole entire mindset out of your goddamn heads and actually read the definition of respect, because I feel like it got lost in translation somewhere. Maybe your parents beat it out of you and you're trying to also beat it out of your kids. But I don't think you should do that. I really don't. This reminds me of the time that I read my stepdad because he came to my room and busted my door down after I worked a fucking double. And he learned that day not to fucking play with me. So I had just worked a double and I was asleep. I also had to go to work. Like, I literally had to go to work later. So I was going off of a double and I had to close. So I was pissed, mind you. And I'm sleeping and he bangs on my door and he's like, I just went downstairs. That bathroom was a mess. Go clean that fucking bathroom. I was like, here we go. It's 9 o'clock in the morning and I hear your fucking voice. Great. So, and it, rightfully so, the bathroom was like dirty because I've been busy that whole week and my room wasn't looking any better. So I was like, before he gets on me for this room, let me just clean the room first and then I'll go downstairs and clean the bathroom because the room's going to take longer. So I'm literally making my bed. I haven't even started cleaning the room yet. I'm making my bed. He said, I just told your ass to go downstairs to clean that bathroom. Why the fuck are you still upstairs? Mind you, 15 minutes has passed probably. I think like 10 at that point. I said, I'm about to go do it right now. I'm just making my bed and I'm probably going to clean my room just so you don't yell at me for not cleaning my room. And he was like, well, I told you to go clean that bathroom, so go clean it. I was like, okay, I'm going to. Just give me a second. I want to clean my room first. He was like, why the fuck are you talking back to me? I just told you to clean that bathroom. I said, sir, okay, fine. I'll go clean the bathroom. And I'm like about to go downstairs and go clean the bathroom. And then 5 minutes passes. And he's like, you know what? Get the fuck out. He's like, actually, I'm going to stay home so I can. He was about to go to work. He was like, I'm going to stay home and call out so I can watch you clean this bathroom and yell at you. I'm like, you're literally calling out of work just because I didn't go downstairs the minute you told me. He was like, yeah, because you disrespected me. I said, sir, I'm not disrespecting you. And why are you just go to work. It's not that big of a deal. And he's just like going back and forth. And then finally, I snapped. I said, I've tried to be the bigger person. My mama taught me to be the bigger person in every situation. I'm not going to be the bigger person today. I said, sir, I mind the business that pays you and I do not have your check. So go the fuck to work. And I closed the door. He busted the door down. He said, get the fuck out of my house. I said, are you dead ass right now? He was like, yeah, I'm dead ass because you over here cussing at me in my goddamn house. I said, you started it. Like, we're literally in a screaming match. So I leave. I pack my shit and I go. And I go over to my friend's house who's down the street. And I'm telling her the story. My mom calls me. She's like, where are you at right now? I said, I'm at Jenna's house. Why? Because I just got kicked out for not cleaning the bathroom. She said, I'm on the way. I said, Mom, you do not have to leave work for this stupid shit. She was like, I'm on the way. She goes over there, cusses him out, comes over here, and she's like, now, why did you say that to him? When she said, now, why did you say that to him? I almost busted out laughing because, yes, I read him down with one sentence. He knew not to fuck with me that day. Because if you want me to be disrespectful, I can be disrespectful. Don't worry about it. It's very easy for me to be disrespectful, but I choose not to be. So you're going to learn the difference today. And I think that story is so funny. We're cool now, but it took me, I held the grudge for 2 years. No joke.
No lie.
I held the grudge for 2 years. I didn't talk to him for 2 years, and he got the gist. And now he likes me. So
he likes me. This, and my dad, and I recently realized my stepmom have and so I don't know if it's a niggas thing or what, but they have this idea that if my little brother doesn't do what they want him to do when they want him to do it, how they want him to do it, whatever, it's because he doesn't respect them. And I do not understand this obsession with.
How old is your little brother?
He's 9 years old. He's been around the sun 9 times, y'all. So if you tell a 9-year-old, hey, bro, do your homework, and his favorite TV show is on, which one is he gonna do? Is he gonna watch Paw Patrol? Or is it, well, he don't watch Paw Patrol no more. But is he gonna watch Paw Patrol? Or is he gonna do his homework?
That's not him being disrespectful. That's just him being a kid.
Like,
you have to teach them right from wrong.
You clocked it. Bro, how did you clock in 10 seconds what 2 50-some-year-olds can't clock after 9 years of raising this boy? Like, I have told my dad, I'm like, Dad, it's not that he doesn't respect you. It's that he's a kid who wants to do things that make him happy. He wants to do things that excite him. Homework don't excite no damn body. And the thing is, excuse me, what his mama was mad at him for, like what I heard her say to him, because he was on punishment. But apparently he was on punishment because he wasn't supposed to be watching TV. And he snuck on his iPad and he started watching TV. And she was going on a whole thing about how, like, you're on punishment because you don't respect me. You stuck on your iPad because you don't respect me. And I'm just like, that's not, at no point when I disobeyed my parents as a child, I was thinking in my head, it's because I don't respect them. It has nothing to do with that. I wasn't calling my mama a
bitch when I was going behind her back.
Exactly. It's like, do y'all know what disrespect look like? Like, do you? Y'all are literally go raise a child that hates you and then be surprised when he puts you in a nursing home. Honestly, he might not even put you in a nursing home. The state probably gonna have to take care of you because he done with y'all. Like, you gonna be so shocked and so confused. Like, I don't understand this whole thing, this obsession with respect versus disrespect. Hold on, I'm looking back. What are we even talking? Oh, the parents. Okay. And I think parents have this idea in their head that they could treat their kids any type of way, and their kids are just supposed to take it because they kids. And like, they forget that their kids are actually people. And it's like, if you ain't go talk to no other 40-year-old man that way, don't talk to me that way just because I'm your kid. Like, you wouldn't talk to no dude that way, no grown woman that way. Why are you talking to me that way? You wouldn't beat somebody. Like, if your boss backhanded you because you didn't make your PowerPoint how they told you to make your PowerPoint, you would sue. You would be shocked. You might even beat their ass. So why is it okay for you to take your belt off and beat me because I didn't clean my room the way you wanted me to? Like, why is that okay? Granted, I kind of went left with this, but like, I genuinely think that's so weird. And so
this is all to say that you're not the asshole.
No, you're not, babe. You're not. Many people would call you disrespectful, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I rock with it. I rock with what you did, because why is he talking to your mama like that? Why is he talking to your mama like that? And
that's, instead of him seeing that as disrespectful, he should see that as a learning moment.
Yes, it should be.
What am I doing that's so bad that my own child said I never want to marry a man like you?
Like,
you should be a role model for the type of man that she wants to marry.
You the first man that you are teaching her what a man is supposed to do or not supposed to do. All you showing her is what he's not supposed to do. Because
on some "This Is Us" type shit.
Oh my God, This Is Us.
What was his name? I forgot his name. What was his name?
How dare you forget
Jack? Jack. Because when Jack was he wasn't perfect. That's one thing he wasn't. But my God, was he close to it?
But even in his imperfections, he was perfect. Because this is my thing. My king, my man, the love of my life, was an alcoholic. I gotta be honest. We can't sugarcoat it.
Very much.
And so I don't remember if I think Rebecca kicked him out of the house. And then when she said the next day, she said, okay, Jack, come home. He said, Rebecca, I've been drunk all week. I need to fix myself. Like, that's my
Instead
man
of
right
blaming
there.
her, he chose to get help to better himself for his family.
It took one slip up for him to be like, you right, I'm going to fix myself. But this is my thing. His alcoholism never, granted, I don't remember what she told him, because I'm pretty sure it's because she kicked him out. She told him to go to Miguel's house. I don't know what happened that made her go, okay, you need to go to Miguel's house. But like outside of that, because his alcoholism has been he's been alcoholic for a minute. It never affected his family. Like he never went crazy on them because of the alcohol. He never did anything like put them in danger. Like that was the only moment
he didn't want to get to that point.
Exactly. Y'all, they don't make them like Jack. They really don't.
Y'all motherfuckers need to watch This Is Us.
For real. I genuinely...
Because you obviously need a visual representation because words aren't working. You're not an auditory learner. You're visual. Because that's the only thing I can think. That's the only thing I can think of.
There's something crucial about Jack. Is he ain't have a dime to his name when him and Rebecca met. Rebecca had more money than Jack when him and Rebecca met. But he still swooped her off her feet. And he was a construction worker while the kids was growing up. So he made some decent money. He wasn't rich by any means. But they still had the best, oh my God, the best of the best, Jack Pearson. But part of me wonders if her dad is actually just embarrassed. He's probably embarrassed. And I think he's embarrassed more than actually upset. He was probably upset in the moment. But I think now he ain't talking to her because he's embarrassed. Because like, what do I even say? Because she right. But like, I could be wrong. But yeah, mama, leave that man. Because it sounds like y'all don't even like each other. If I ever get to that point, Deshaun, where I so clearly don't like my spouse, shoot me. Because why am I here? Please do. Please do. Because why are we even in this relationship anymore?
Yeah.
Yes, it's time to move on to the shade session.
Ooh.
Okay. Do you want me to go first or do you want to go first?
You go first.
Okay. So my shade session was going to be on Emilia Perez, but because of what happened last week, I decided that I'm going to be dragging the fuck out of Verizon.
Oh.
Verizon Wireless. You bitches are on my goddamn shit list. Because when I had T-Mobile, when I was a T-Mobile girly,
hey,
when I was in the trenches,
hey,
I
very much. I thought Verizon. I'm enjoying my free Netflix over here, and I heard we get free Hulu too. So calm down over there. Calm down.
So I hated every bitch that had Verizon because I know they had better service than me. Since high school, I've hated them. So when I got Verizon, needless to say, I was happy. I thought I was on a different tax bracket, even though I'm on a family plan that my mama pays for. But who gives a fuck? Anyways, I thought I was on a different tax bracket. But then the bullshit started. So first off, a year after I got my phone decided to just die. The service, poof, gone one random day. And I was like, what the fuck happened? So I went over to Apple because I thought it was an Apple issue. Well, it was an Apple issue. But I went over to Apple and they're like, so the internal SIM card that we have inside the new iPhones, because we aren't letting you bitches take out the SIM cards anymore because that would just be too convenient, broke. And I'm like, how did that happen? And they were like, could be a manufacturer's error, something, but it was nothing that you did. Anyways, it's going to be $300 to fix. Ooh. I said, it was y'all's fault, and it's $300 for me to pay, and they're like, yeah. I said, let me just go to Verizon and see what the fuck they can do. So I went over to Verizon, and they said they could replace my phone. When they tried to replace my phone, the service didn't, it just didn't let them. So they had to do a bunch of bypass and shit, and I finally got a new phone. But I found out why. Because last week, my service got turned off again. I thought my phone was broken. Because why the fuck is my service turned off? And when I call anybody, it just leads me to a toll call, saying that my bill has to be paid. So I'm listening, and they say, your bill with a balance of $1,047 needs to be paid before your service gets turned back on. I said, okay. A stack?
A band. A whole band.
To call bitches? To call and text people? Hell no. Ain't no way. Because I realize this is a mistake because my mama has been constantly calling them. Every single month her bill gets higher and higher and higher and higher, and she does not know fucking why. And every single month she has to call them motherfuckers and be like, take my bill down. I do not give a fuck. Give me a credit. Do whatever the fuck you need to do. But why the fuck am I paying $800 for my family to call and text people? Be fucking for real. Right. So it finally got up to a band. She was in Puerto Rico, so she couldn't fix it. So I had to call bitches. I was like, now I have to get involved. So I went over to my local Verizon wireless store first. And I said, so my mama has been calling these motherfuckers for the past 6 months. What the fuck is going on? And they were like, and they start looking into it. And I had 2 people help me. Two, count them, 2 people. And they both looked confused. They both were like, I don't know why your bill is so high. One, why do you have a business account? And I said, when my mama set the shit up, somebody told her if she set up a business account, it would be cheaper. Obviously, that is incorrect. And they said, yeah, it would be cheaper if you just had a regular family line. Like, what the fuck? Why the fuck would they do that dumb shit? And I'm like, you're asking me. I wasn't there. So they go in the back. And they figure out, they're like, so it says that they have like a Wi-Fi box on file that apparently y'all haven't sent back or haven't been using, but you're still paying for it. I said, nobody has bought a Wi-Fi box that I know of, so I don't know what the fuck is going on. So they're like, we can't help you here. You actually have to call the people. So I drive home and get on the phone with these people. And the first person I get is Joshua. Now, you know it's bad if I remember your motherfucking name. So the first person I get is Joshua. Joshua, kill yourself. Simply, there's nothing else I can say to you. Just simply kill yourself. As I say for a lot of people, natural selection is taking way too long. To speed up the process, hang yourself from a fucking bridge. Thank you so much. 1, Joshua answers the phone. Sounding mad as fuck. Motherfucker, I didn't choose your job for you. So I don't know why you mad at me. But I'm on the phone happy. I said, hi, my bill is high. Well, no, he doesn't start off with, hi, how you're doing? What's the problem? He says, he said, just jump. I haven't said anything. In order to turn your service back on, you would need to pay $1,047. Would you like to pay that over the phone right now to turn your service back on? I said, sir, I'm not paying anything right now because that bill is wrong. And he said, well, there's no other way to turn your service back on. So would you like to play it now?
Oh my God.
Joshua, you want somebody to slap the fuck out of you. Because why are you playing with me on this phone right now? I said, no, the bill is wrong. And you know what? Just because I know you're not going to be able to help me, because like you're just telling me something over and over again. Can I just get transferred to a supervisor because I think they'll be able to help me? Like, no shade. I literally said no shade, but I think the supervisor will be able to help me more than you are.
Damn.
And he was like, well, the supervisor's going to tell you the same thing, so I'm just going to keep you on the line with me.
Oh my God. That's for me.
I said, okay, fine. So I explained the whole entire situation to him, and he was like, well, sir, there's nothing I can do. You still have to pay the $1,000 whatever dollars. I said, if you would let me finish, I also bought up the fucking Wi-Fi box that none of us have that you guys are still asking for money for. And he's like, let me put you on a brief hold. I'm like, okay. I'm on hold for 20 fucking minutes.
Oh my God.
This motherfucker comes like, he's like, so, okay, so I've looked into your account and it says that you have a Wi-Fi box here that has not been returned and we've been sending you multiple labels. So, and it gets overdrafted every single time you don't send it back. So that's why your bill is so high. I said, I know that. I'm saying none of us have the Wi-Fi box. So why that's the problem. So if you could take off the Wi-Fi box, he's like, sir, you guys bought this Wi-Fi box like in person. And I was like, nobody has the Wi-Fi box. So I don't think any of us have bought it. And I asked him, I say, okay, so you said it was bought in person. Where was it bought at? And this motherfucker, no lie, Maya, this motherfucker goes, at a Verizon store, sir.
He's like, yo, dumbass. I obviously Verizon store. Like, Joshua, we know that.
That's what broke me. That's what broke me. I said, do not talk to me like I'm fucking stupid. You know what I mean.
Oh, Joshua!
And he's like, do you mean the location? I said,
Joshua,
yes, dumbass.
He's so stupid, that poor baby. He's so stupid.
And he's like, oh, no fucking shit, nigga. So he looks up, he's like, Tampa, Florida. It was bought in Tampa, Florida. I said, perfect. Nobody in my family has been to fucking Tampa, Florida. I live in Iowa and everybody else lives in Chicago that is on this goddamn line. So nobody has been to Tampa, Florida. So you need to take that shit off my goddamn account. And he was like, well, sir, we have to go into an investigation about this. I said, we've been going back and forth about this since November, which you would see in the notes if you fucking read the shit.
Oh my God.
So take it off of the account. He was like, well, sir, I'm gonna have to put you on a brief hold so I can get in contact with my investigative team. I was like, okay, go ahead. So he puts me on a hold for a total of 3 minutes, and then the call drops. Oh. So this motherfucker hung up on me. So I call back. I get somebody random. A very nice lady. I don't remember her name, but my Lord, does she help. So I explained the whole situation to her. I opened up the call. I said, ma'am, I just want to let you know the last person I had, because the call dropped, I'm pretty sure he hung up on me. He was a fucking asshole and did not help in the slightest. Joshua, that was his name. And I just want to let you know y'all should fire him. I know you don't have any say in that, but y'all should fire him. And she was like, oh, I'm sorry. And like started to go on the whole tirade. And like she calmed me down a little bit, and she actually was able to help. And that made me think, why are men simply why are men why are men anything? So she helped me, and after like an hour I got in contact with the investigative team, and they said they would look into it. And but in order to turn on my service, I had to pay $200 and put a card down for if they don't find anything by like the 17th, they would charge me the full.
Oh my God,
$1,000. I said, you know what? I'll just wait until my mama gets back and we'll discuss.
Sound like I ain't gonna have service for a while. The hell y'all talking about?
It looked like I ain't gonna have fucking service because y'all ain't about. Because if you charge my card, it's gonna biggity bounce. you're not getting shit from me. So yeah, that's how my last week went. And my mama called them and rightfully cussed them out, and she got her shit turned back on. She didn't have to pay nothing, but they did say if they don't find, she had to put her card down, and if they don't find anything by a said date, then they would charge her. And she said, "I'll have it handled before then, so you don't even have to worry about it."
Handled.
And I don't know if she's got it handled. I haven't talked to her since then. But the 14th or 17th, whatever the fuck day they said, is coming up soon. So, and I'm hoping and praying to the Lord, that she has this shit covered. Because if she doesn't, she's going to drive up to the fucking whatever closest Verizon location there is, and she's going to cuss them motherfuckers out. This is a godly woman, mind you.
God.
Has not cussed a day in her life. And they're gonna bring out the demon. They're gonna bring out the devil.
All this.
So I'm praying for you, Verizon. You know what? I'm not even being petty. I'm praying for you that you figure your shit out and you don't get the wrath of my mother.
That's crazy.
And honestly, I think the wrath of my mother is worse than me because I'm not at her level yet.
Very much so, because that's crazy.
I'm close, but I'm not at her level. I'm not even close. I'm nowhere near close.
I'm so sorry they playing y'all like this.
I'm just mostly mad about Josh. I'm not gonna lie.
No,
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about the servicing anymore. It's all about Josh. Because how the fuck did I ask you where was it bought at, and you say a Verizon store, sir? What?
I thought you was stupid.
You must think I'm the one. I'm the one called Boo Boo the Fool. You must think.
He said y'all want to phone with Boo Boo.
There's no other explanation as to why you're talking to me like this right now. I met you with kindness and grace at the beginning of this goddamn call. I didn't.
Oh,
but you're still talking to me crazy.
Oh God.
You know what? I wanted to say something, but I'm not going to say it in order to not incriminate us or decriminalize us or whatever the fuck. Yeah, that's the end of my story. I'm pissed. I'm still mad though.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
But you go
That's
ahead.
kind of funny.
Turn.
It was not kind of funny. That shit was hilarious. But I'm sorry. Josh better get fired. Honestly, next time you call, I'd be like, "Is Josh still working there?" Because I want that nigga fired. I've been a loyal Verizon customer for years. I want him fired.
Is Josh there? Do you mind if I talk to him? Because he helped me last time. Hello, this is Joshua. What up, bitch? What up, motherfucker? You remember me?
No, for real. I'll bust your kneecap. Probably white too. But okay. So my thing, I got two things. One's long. I'm gonna do the quick one first. So, Children of Blood and Bone. We've been talking about it for weeks. This time,
I'm reading it.
Oh, I wanted to ask. Have you started it?
I only got to page 26. I just started it today.
Okay. Well, as you get deeper into it, let me know your thoughts. But
okay, well, go ahead.
This isn't about Amanda Stenberg. Still fuck her. But the author, Tomi Adeyemi, I believe her name is, posted. I haven't seen the official article with names and who these people are going to play, but she posted the results from their Nigerian casting call. And this is how she does the video. She goes, "So we finally have our characters or our actors, or whatever, for our Nigerian casting call. Here is our first Nigerian actor from Nigeria. Here's our next Nigerian actor from Nigeria. Here's our third Nigerian." Like, she just did not. She was like, "Y'all gonna know they Nigerian." Like, I feel like if
she was being petty.
No, she was.
She was being petty.
Like,
she was absolutely being petty.
If she didn't have the controversy, she would have been like, "These are the results of our Nigerian casting call, A, B, C, and D." But no, she goes, she says Nigeria. It's a buzzword at this point. Take a drink every time she say Nigeria, you go end up at the hospital. I'm like, girl, you're playing in my face. You're playing in my face. She's literally saying, "Here are the Nigerians. Take them. Here they are."
I truly think the world does not want Black people to have good Black fantasy representation.
Doesn't. I was talking to somebody at work about the failure that was the magical whatever the hell Negro movie.
The Society of Magical Negro.
I was talking about that, and it just got me upset about it all over again. Like, they were so sick for what they did. Like, that man said, "Y'all do not get it," and it's like, no, we get it. It's just terrible.
Like, I guess the message is too nuanced and too cerebral for you to understand. No, I didn't miss it. It's just y'all motherfuckers just don't know how to write.
Like, guys, simply. We're flipping the trope on his head. It's like, you're not, though. You're not. But no, Tomi, like, girl, I'm going to still be in the theaters. I'm going to still have my little popcorn. But, like, you're so sick. And I wish and part of me wants to not support you. And part of me wants, like, I want it to flop, essentially, because you're doing your audience so wrong. But at the same time, I do want to see, like, I want this movie to be so big that it opens doors for more films, for more book adaptations, more Black book adaptations, and just more Black fantasy movies in general, sci-fi / fantasy movies in general. But I don't know. We'll see. It's still fucking Manslaughter, though, to the day I die. And my other thing, have you heard about this girl with her all girls or her all women gym?
No, I have not.
Really? I'm surprised. Okay, well, one, she's in the UK, so I guess my lack of support really don't affect her. But basically, a couple weeks ago, this girl went somewhat viral, I guess you could say, at least on Twitter, because she is opening an all women's gym. And men were like, "This is stupid. It's not gonna succeed." Da 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 da. So them negatively reacting in mass, gave her some virality, if that's the word. Ooh, excuse me. And then in seeing that, a lot of women were like, "Oh my God, girl, I'm subscribing to the newsletter. Like, I can't wait. I'm supporting, I'm following, I'm doing this, I'm doing that." And apparently this has been in the works for like 4 or 5 years for her. So 4 years ago, she tweeted, if you have a problem with the fact that her gym is trans inclusive to trans women, you need to shut the fuck up, because it's like it is what it is. You need to go to another gym.
Period.
And like a week ago, a couple days to a week ago, he made a video that was like a tweet I made 4 years ago. I said blah blah blah, and I didn't know what I wanted my gym to look like when I did that. Like I just had a very broad stroke, very broad idea. I wanted a women's only gym, and I want to focus on things like PCOS, and like other things. And she said other things too, but PCOS is the only part I remember, which I'll explain why in a minute. And she's like, and because of this, this will be a safe space for biological women only. This will be a gym for biological women only. And she says, I believe she said something along the lines of how she does believe trans women deserve space, but essentially just ain't they space.
Why the fuck does she backtrack?
Right? Because what's the backtrack for?
That shit don't make any fucking sense. Why the fuck are you backtracking this shit?
Not a lick. And a lot of people, and now, so a lot of people are giving her flack for that in general. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? But also people are starting to be like, how are you going to determine that this is a transgender woman and this is a cisgender woman? Like, how are you going to determine that at the door, quote unquote, you know? And one of the things people have pointed out is, okay, well, not necessarily one of the things people have pointed out. One thing that I keep thinking of, like, one, this is incredibly transphobic and this is harmful to a community that, one, I can only assume has supported you because you made it so very clear from inception that your gym was trans inclusive. And apparently she started she did like a startup GoFundMe type thing. So people was giving her money under the guise that her thing was going to be trans inclusive. And now that she got all that money, apparently it ain't going to be trans inclusive. So some people have been talking about legal action.
Boo! Fuck that bitch. Boo!
But
I'm glad women have space. I'm glad women have a safe space, but boo, bitch, like dead ass.
But like, and then I'm just thinking, these are all my reactions. I'm thinking, what do cis women have to fear?
White feminists need to be destroyed.
She's a black woman, I fear. That makes this even worse. Because one, what do cis women have to fear from trans women? Absolutely nothing. Your space is still very much safe. Two, if you're trans, like this is transphobic, obviously, but I think another part of this is like insanely misogynistic in addition to the transphobia, because you are essentially, though she hasn't stated how she's gonna monitor this or whatever, enforce this, the only thing that I can think of is you are going to determine what a woman is supposed to look like. You and the people you hire as staff are gonna be like, okay, a woman is supposed to look like this. But black women historically, first top of my head, Michelle Obama, Serena Williams, Megan Thee Stallion, 3 very prominent black women who there are people that are genuinely convinced they are men. Like a lot of like black women are already a lot of people masculinize our features already. Some people even actually have masculine features. And you talk about PCOS, a symptom of that is deeper voices and freaking facial hair, like more masculine features that you will attribute and see and be like, oh, you're trans. And it's like, no, I'm not. And it's so weird. I don't know why she did this 180. And I hope her gym fails. I tweeted her. I said, I hope your gym fails because this is fucking sick. Like, this is already a marginalized group. And let's be honest, trans women probably would have made up 0.1% of your gym population, if that. Like, what was the point of that? So and it just made me think about how the world is just getting more dangerous for trans people and just people in a lot of marginalized communities in general. And I'm just like, where are we going as a society? We're going to the pits because you got people doing Nazi salutes on the news. You got trans exclusionary gyms. J.K. Rowling and Harry Potter is moving forward. They just casted a black man to play Snape. So who knows the amount of racism that we gonna be seeing coming? It's just terrible.
Wait. There's what's happening?
They casted a black man to play Snape in the Harry Potter TV show for HBO.
There's a Harry Potter TV show?
Yes, where have you been?
And J.K. Rowling is a part of it?
I think so, yeah.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure people didn't want her to be like fans because like she sucks, but they kept her part of it.
When did that get announced?
Babe, this is old. Come on now. Well, the casting is new. The casting of this poor black man who's about to face levels of racism we haven't even uncovered. But his name is probably not even gonna be Snape anymore. It's probably gonna be Nigga McNigga, like the way JK be writing shit.
The Severus nigga.
Never Snape.
Never Snape.
He'll find a way to make his initials spell out the word nigga. Like, oh my God. That man is gonna be going through it. But no, that's all I got. I just, just a little spiral.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's the end of our episode because I got places to be. I'm sorry. I kind of don't want to cut this short. I'm doing something for a coworker. I'm being nice.
Ew.
Shocker. So, we will see you guys next week. Sorry, we have to kind of cut it short. I don't know what we're going to talk about yet, but we will figure it out.
You.
Bye, sisters.
Bye.
From penis to vagina.